Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tar Heels offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. On target.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on second down, using the quick game. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on third. Complete to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Gonna swing it on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And some room to work.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Play number 9 on this drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Makes the grab on the left. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. The Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to sneak it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really, really quickly because you know you're going to get some pressure from that defense.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Flips it out on the screen.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football with the screen game.
There he goes! And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He's got his man. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Inside a minute to play here in the 1st half. Might we get a touchdown before the break after all? He's got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. It's good. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. So now it's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Makes a grab down the middle. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown, Georgia Tech. And that one will give him the lead.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that?
Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open.
Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Hard running there. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Made a defender miss. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Off the RPO, complete. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work with the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Awesome body control, and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time on target. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. They just keep firing. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, North Carolina! A great catch and run for 6. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 18 to Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pocket breaking down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, UNC! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll try the run, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on second down. Running into the open space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
7-yard line. 1st and goal, Georgia Tech.
Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They want that clock to run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The kick is on its way. He gets a block. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC.
Working that left side.
Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Back open in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Power football with the run.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They want to keep this drive alive. Third and short here in overtime. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They take the lead here in overtime. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Touchdown, North Carolina! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Yeah, how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3's coming soon.
And he added the extra point. Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Never a doubt. And they've regained the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Handoff from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Not a ton of room to operate on third and goal, but a touchdown wins it here in OT. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the left. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be fourth down. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.